So I'm in a school and I like to have some sandpaper pre-cut down to smaller sizes. I feel like if I give the students a whole big sheet, they would just kind of waste it and not use all of the surface. So I usually cut my sheets into quarter sizes to help the students. They can just grab one of these. They don't have to worry about cutting it down. The only machine that we have that takes a half a sheet is going to be our finish sander. And typically we don't use that a whole lot, and I keep some sheets that are full sheet, but I do like to cut in bulk and get a lot of pieces ready at once. And so I'll take a whole unit of sandpaper like this in one of these sleeves and cut this apart. Now what I like to do is use the bandsaw. Before using any machine in the shop, you should read and understand the owner's manuals. So I'm going to use a bandsaw that has a blade that's old. It's going to burn wood and things like that if I try to cut it, but it's still plenty sharp for cutting our sandpaper. You don't want to start with a new blade because the new blade will get dull extremely quick from hitting the abrasive sandpaper as it's cutting. So go ahead and set your guard up, things like that, where you want to cut, and then just simply turn it on and make your cuts. And it cuts a pretty clean cut with this. I usually leave the cardboard on the outside so that's the leading edge of the blade hits that first. So we'll turn it on. So very quickly and easily I've cut that stack up. You can see it does a really nice job in cutting. I'm not left with a really serrated edge on my sandpaper. It looks a little bit not as perfect as the factory edge, but for as little time as it took, I'm okay with how rough that edge is. Now the students can take one piece, take it, fold it, crinkle it, whatever they need to do, and do their sanding really easy. And I just keep a pile like this of different grits ready for them to come up and grab. I feel like my sandpaper lasts a lot longer when I cut it into quarters for them. Again, remember, make sure you're using a dull blade, one that don't ruin a brand new one. And then make sure you're keeping your fingers a safe distance away from the blade to protect them. Obviously, that would be your number one priority, is to protect your fingers. All right, hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it helps some of you guys out there who are cutting a lot of sandpaper down to make your pieces or cuts easier.